Good morning, everyone.
Hi.
So we're gonna look at last time. You remember we looked at Dance on My Heart. We just got to look at it for a few minutes at the end of the last choir period. So we're gonna look through it again. Okay, so let's just, before we start, can we look and what were some problems from last time? And while looking at it, what do you think is going to be an issue as we think through it? Yes, Lee.
The changing meter.
The changing meter. So what's a way that we can work on that? Thinking of as we sing through it.
Oh, subdivide the eighth.
So the eighth notes are going to stay the same. Okay, so we don't need a pulse right now because we're going to do some work on that later, but just remember that the eighth note always stays the same. Anything else? What's going to cause us problems in this piece? Yes?
The words go back and forth between lines and pages, and
it's very confusing, so we have to map out where we're going. So we're going to do that by singing through it one time, and let's see what happens, okay?
Once two handsome gentlemen asked a fair young maid a question. What must we do to win your hand and gain your kind affection? One said he was stronger by far than any other man that she meet. Also being braver than most said, please marry me. I'm adoringly sweet tact. And to the other, what if I give you diamonds and pearls? Would you be my bride?
Yep.
I can offer power and riches all through your life. You'll be satisfied.
Keep going.
Well, she replied, I made my selection, and you receive my love and affection if you dance on my heart, if you sing to my soul. But alas, my heart is not pounding, and your songs are not sounding. Therefore, I cannot marry you.
Beginning.
Then a kindly gentleman asked a fair young maid a question. What must I do to win your hand and gain your kind affection? I can only promise to love you, be at your side through all of my life. I will be your faithful companion. Come take my hand, say you'll be my wife. Sir, she replied, you are my selection, and you receive my love and affection, for you dance on my heart, and you sing to my soul.
Next page.
I'll take your hand, where you're wearing now. Yes, kind sir, I will marry you.
Very nice. That was a great second read through. So how did we feel about the time changes?
okay, except
Okay. How about we count sing? Oh, yes. Sorry.
okay, except for the very last measure of page 4.
The also being braver than most said.
No,
because-
yeah,
or
please marry me.
please marry me. Because why do you think you had a problem with that?
The rhythm's hard.
The rhythm's hard because even though we're going back, and so we see that we're going back into our common 4/4 time, that we have a triplet, so we have to make sure we're very careful about that. Yes, Lainey? Is that what you're going to say? Okay, well, since that was a problem, we're going to count sing. Probably just about the first verse. and we're gonna see how that goes, okay? And we all remember how to count sing, right? Yes? Yes.
How should we count sing the 7, 8?
One, two, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah. Okay, so we go 1 and 2 and T and 4 and then 7, 8, 1, 2, T, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay? So let's start from the beginning again. Let's try that again. This time, can we make sure that, since we're doing this for rhythm, that our counting is very crisp and we're not really carrying through with a lot of the line, it's more about accuracy? Yes.
What should we say for count singing the quarter note trick?
Just do 1, 2, 3. So in the rhythm, okay? Any other questions? Yes.
Instead of counting all the way to 4, can we just do it in groups of 2 and 3?
Sorry, where?
1 and 2 and...
So
1
1
and
and 2 and 1 and 4.
Right, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1.
No. We're going to stay in, so we can get the difference between the 4, 4 and 7, 8.
Are you talking about the second half of the 7, 8?
No, I'm talking about all of it.
Okay.
Let's try it again and see if we can, now that we've gone through it once on count singing, if we can just try it this way again, and we'll see what happens. Okay? Good suggestion, though. So crisp and clear.
1 and 2 and T and 4 and 1 and 2 and T and 4 and 1 and 2 and T and 4 and 1 and 2 and 1, 2, T, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, T, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, T, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 and 1 and 2 and T and 4 and 1, 2, T, 1 and 2 and 1, 2, T, 1 and 2 and 1, 2, T, 1 and 1 and 2 and T and 4 and 1, 2, T, 1 and 2 and 1, 2, T, 1.
Okay, now let's try putting it back with words one time, just up to there, okay?
Was to have some gentleman asked a fair young maid a question. What must we do to win your hand and gain your kind affection? One said he was stronger by far than any other man that she meet. Also being braver than most said, please marry me. I'm adoringly sweet.
Very nice. Now we're going to look at the words, because like we said before, there are a lot of words, and what do you think this song is about? Or what do you think is happening in the song? Yes.
There's this girl who has a lot of boys after her.
Okay. Yeah, anyone else? Yes.
She only likes one of them because he actually loves her. The only two just think she's pretty.
All right. That's basically what the song is about. We're going to look a little more into that by reading the text, because this song, a lot of times, the notes are the same, and there's a lot of verses with the same music but different text, and so we need to not make it the same and boring the whole time, but bring out the actual story. So, I will need, actually, if I can borrow the accompanist music for a second, we're going to role play a little bit. So I'm going to need a narrator, and two, I'm actually going to need all 4 of you to come up for a minute. And actually, how are we going to do this?
I'm the narrator.
Yeah. I wish I'd
I will be the strong gentleman.
strong gentleman and the other gentleman.
You're the rich one.
You're the rich one.
Yes.
Okay. we're not going to get that far. We're just going to get the idea for now. So, yes, you are the girl.
Process of elimination.
So, if you look at your music, it might be hard to follow, but we want to get the story across right now. So, not in quotes, will be the narrator. And then, so the first gentleman, the handsome gentleman, if it's in quotes, that is you. If it is the rich gentleman, that is you. And if it is the girl, that is you.
I have a question.
Yes.
Do I say stronger by far?
Is it in quotes? Yes. We're going to say that then. Okay, let's see how this goes. And remember, we're trying to get the meaning across of this actual story. Yes.
Are we saying this in rhythm or are we just saying it?
We're just going to say it. Say it how you would say it naturally.
Okay.
Because that will help us get the text across in the music. Go ahead.
Once, two handsome gentlemen asked a fair young maid a question.
What must we do to win your hand and gain your kind affection?
One said he was
Stronger by far.
than any other man that she'd meet. Also being braver than most, said,
Please marry me. I'm adoringly sweet.
Then said the other,
What if I give you diamonds and pearls? Would you be my bride? I can offer power and riches. All through your life, you'll be satisfied.
Well, she replied, I'd make my selection, and you'd receive my love and affection if you danced on my heart, if you sang to my soul. But alas, my heart is not pounding, and your songs are not sounding. Therefore, I cannot marry you.
After you go on with the next verse, I will be the next man. Yes, I will be.
Then a kindly gentleman asked the fair young maid the question,
What must I do to win your hand and gain your kind affection? I can only promise to love you, be at your side through all of my life. I will be your faithful companion. Come take my hand, say you'll be my wife.
Sir, she replied, you are my selection, and you'll receive my love and affection. For you dance on my heart, and you sing to my soul. I'll take your hand, wear your wedding band. Yes, kind sir, I will marry you.
Very nice, everyone. You can go sit back down. Very nice. So with all of that in mind, what did we learn from that reading that maybe we weren't catching before? Yes.
There are conversations.
So how can we bring that across in the music? Yes.
I think when we're one of the men, we sound a little bit different, and we act like we're the man, and then when we're singing like the girl, we sound like the girl.
And while we don't want to change our voices to make it high and low, what are other ways we can do that with our voices in the music? Yes.
Changing dynamics.
Very good. Yep. There are some dynamics written in. What you also said articulation, right?
Yeah.
That's a very good idea. So let's do anyone else have any other ideas? No? Let's try that with that in mind. So dynamics and articulation, realizing that there's actual dialogue and an actual story going on.
Once two handsome gentlemen asked a fair young maid a question. What must we do to win your hand and gain your kind affection? One said he was stronger by far than any other man that she'd meet. Also being braver than most, said, Please marry me. I'm adoringly sweet. Said the other, What if I give you diamonds and pearls? Would you be my
Very nicely done. Thank you.